Back in 2021, I had a stroke, and during the MRI, they found a brain tumor. So it was in a really bad spot. It was pushing on my spine. My spine was curled, and then they found out that the tumor was still growing after they removed what they could, so I had to have radiation. And after having radiation, my balance really got bad. They say that that doesn't happen, but it really did for me.
When Robert came and we did his testing, we tested out his somatosensory system, his vestibular system, which is in the inner ear. Somatosensory system is the ability to know where you are in space, what kind of surface you're working on, and then your visual system. Those are the three systems that hold us up together, and they integrate together to keep us upright in our environments. When Robert was tested, his vestibular system was non-existent, and his somatosensory system was working at half capacity.
I closed my eyes, I would fall down. I couldn't bend over and stand up without feeling like I had to fall backwards, and I would fall backwards.
He did not have any dizziness. What he did have nausea, and he had imbalance. Those were his symptoms that were created because of the mismatch in his three systems.
I couldn't golf anymore. I actually couldn't do anything. I didn't feel like doing anything because I just felt like I was going to fall down.
During his therapy, we worked to get his brain to communicate well with his three systems, and we first did it in a very slow manner. We started with static activities, and then we slowly progressed to more dynamic activities, and then through that we started increasing the movement that he does do, especially with his head, so that we can train his body how to work in the world and in the environments that we do live in.
It started getting better probably after about 3-4 weeks, and it got progressively better. Is it completely perfect? Not completely, but at least I can live my life now.
We are able to identify what that sensory strategy is that they are using, and then from there we use our paradigm and we go through a method of therapy for these patients based on that.
For my life, it means I can continue to do a lot of the things that I used to like to do that I couldn't do and I haven't been able to do for a couple of years now. My wife and I used to like to paddleboard, and I couldn't even do that. In golfing, like I said, I couldn't golf, and that was part of my retirement goal, to be able to go out and do some of these things that I had put on hold for so long.
I think the takeaway from all of this is that regardless of the injury to the brain or what you may have been told was going to be the outcomes and what you have to live with, there's always hope, and there's always room for some sort of improvement to get back to loving your life and living your life.